everybody, it's Miss Jerry Lynn. Christ is risen, He is risen indeed. You may have heard somebody say that this past Easter. We say that on Easter because it is the greatest thing that happens in our Christian lives is on Easter we know that Christ is risen up out of the grave. And when we say indeed, we say absolutely. It's a fact. We know it. So you may have heard people say that, and that's why they say it. Today, we're going to tell the next part of the story, what happened after the resurrection, after Jesus came back to life. This story is called The Great Commission. Now, commission means, I should have looked this up. Commission means what you're supposed to do. This is, I should have looked it up. I'm going to say what you're supposed to do. The commission means what you're supposed to do. The Great Commission. This is from the book of Matthew. Mary Magdalene and Mary told the followers that Jesus was alive and that all of Jesus' followers needed to go to Galilee to wait for Jesus. They all traveled to Galilee. They sat in the green grass, listening to the sound of the sea, whistling, swishing while they waited for Jesus. When Jesus appeared, the followers worshiped him. Jesus said, "God has given me power over everything in heaven and earth." Jesus gave the followers special instructions to share the good news about him with the world. Jesus said, "Go to all people and teach them about me. Baptize them. Teach them to love one another and do all the other things I have taught you to do. I will be with you always wherever you go for all time." So this is the Great Commission. This is what Jesus wants us to do. This is what he's telling us. Now, let's think about it. Jesus died, was buried for 3 days, came back to life, and this is so important. This is what he's telling his followers. This is the first thing that he's telling his followers. This is the most important thing. And I heard something I want to point out because this is something you may hear from grown-ups or other people. So let's go back just a minute. Jesus gave the followers special instructions to share the good news about him with the world. You may hear the words good news, and I just want you to know what the good news is. The good news is that Jesus came to the world as a man. He suffered, he was killed, he died, he was resurrected and came back to life just the way the prophecy was foretold. So all that happened just the way it was supposed to. That's how we know that Jesus really was God and that God is in control and that the Bible is true. So that's how we know that it really is the good news. That's why we call it the good news. So you might hear the New Testament or this news about Jesus coming back to life and Jesus's life. You might hear that called the good news because we believe it is the best news that there is in the world. So I just wanted to share that with you. There's a good picture here in the book too. Can you see it? This is Jesus talking to his followers. Look at this man. What's he doing? He is documenting. That's what I call it. He's writing down what's happening. He is writing. He may be writing some of this down so it can be included in the Bible later. But because remember, the Bible was not written right at that time. It was written later. So this is a wonderful story because what Jesus wants us to do is share. Share the good news. Share the story. Share the love of Jesus. Share what we have with others. Share our church. Share ourselves. He wants us to go out and share the good news. And that's what I want you to do. I love you. We're going to see each other soon. It's going to be very soon. 3 more weeks, we're going to see each other in person, and I can't wait. I will see you soon. Have a good week. Bye bye.
Hey friends! I hope everyone had a great week. I know most of us are on spring break this week, so hopefully you guys got to do something fun. You got to play outside a lot and take in all of the goodness that God has given us. So this week our Bible story is about the Great Commission. So I'm sure Miss Jerry Lynn has provided you an amazing example and story and told you all about the Great Commission. But basically my understanding of it is Jesus wants us to go out into the world and spread his message of love. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make a world. So what you're going to need is blue construction paper, green construction paper, and then white. I used white. You could use whatever other color you want. You're going to take your blue construction paper and you're going to make a circle. So I used Isabella's big Easter basket here to make a circle, and you're going to cut it out. And then you are going to cut out pieces of green paper to make your little, these are called continents, okay? So this is supposed to be North America. This is supposed to be South America. I don't really know where Central America went. And then I had some extra green, so I put it right here. I thought that looked like a continent, right? So just so you know, okay, there's a song to remember the continents, and I'm going to sing it to you. Well, kind of sing it because you guys know I can't sing. Okay, so if ever you're in school, you can impress your teacher by telling them this. Asia, Africa, North and South America. That's North and South America. Australia, Antarctica, and Europe too. That's how I remember the continents. So anyway, back to the lesson. So you have your world. You're going to glue down your little land masses. And then, this looks kind of silly right now because I'm not done. You are going to take your white paper or whatever other color you're going to use, and you're going to accordion fold it. And you're going to put 2 arms and 2 legs. But I left one leg off so I could show you how to accordion fold. Basically, I'm pretty sure everybody at some point has made a fan, but you just kind of fold back and forth to make that kind of crinkly. So I'm going to do it really fast. I'll do it faster if I'm using my table. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Mine sure isn't perfect. And then you're going to take your accordion thing and then take your glue and open your glue. Otherwise the glue doesn't come out, or mine's open and now it's still not coming out. Oh no, there it goes. All right, put your glue, and then you're going to make it look like arms and legs. Ah! My leg fell off. Ugh. It's okay. I'm okay. Okay. All right. And now we have legs. So basically what you have is an earth that looks like it can walk and run, give hugs, right? And offer lots and lots of love. And this will remind you to spread God's word and God's love all over the world. Woo! And you know, I was thinking it would be really cute if we put some googly eyes, but I didn't have any googly eyes. But maybe you do have googly eyes. So that is this week's craft. And then you also have this sheet, which you have like a little maze going on. And the back is really good. It has some good questions. That at the bottom it says, what are some of your faith traditions? And then, what do you believe about Jesus? So I thought that was really neat. I'm getting into Bible journaling, so that's kind of reflective of Bible journaling. All right, so anyway, I hope I can see your little earth friends that spread love. Woo! I hope everybody has a great week this week. And if you're going, if you're going back to school this week, I hope you have a good first week back from spring break. I can't believe school's almost done personally. What? And I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Love you, miss you. Bye.
Hi, everybody. It's Miss Justine here, welcoming you to another week of Sunday School, where today we are talking about the Great Commission, where Jesus met all his followers and told them that he wanted them to go out and make disciples of everyone in the whole world, which that's kind of a big job, isn't it? But that's what he wants them to do, and he wants us to still do it, to spread the good news about how Jesus rose from the dead and offers all of us new life. But what we're going to do today for our, well, it's kind of a craft, but you should have gotten a copy of this, the Great Commission tweet. Now, I know all of you know what Twitter is and what tweets are, where you say something in 280 characters. And, this is like letters and numbers and things like exclamation marks. It's not words, it's characters. So only 280 characters. Now, what we want to do is try to tell today's Bible story in 280 characters, as if you were on Twitter and you just heard Jesus talk. So remember, you can only use 280 characters, and maybe you want to draw a picture too. Maybe you just want to just do it like you were putting a tweet on Twitter. And I have to admit, I know nothing about Twitter, so I was kind of like, I really don't know what to do with this. But Mr. David, he came up with a brilliant one here. Now, I don't know how well you can see it, but he wrote as if he were Matthew the Apostle. See, Matthew the Apostle, and then his his Twitter handle is Saint Matt. And then he wrote his story here. Went fishing with some other disciples today. Turned out to be something far greater, as we saw Jesus. We got our marching orders and must make disciples of all people and nations. I think I will call this the Great Commission. And look, he even added how many people liked it and how many people commented. And he's got a comment down here from Jesus. See, Jesus says it was good seeing you today too. Now get busy and don't forget to baptize them. Remember, I am with you always. But I thought this was really, really good. So thank you to Mr. David for coming up with an awesome tweet. And I know you guys can do just as well with your tweets. And I hope I get to see some of them. So until next time, have a wonderful week.